Welcome once again to Super Maths Help 24. We have a problem on counting principle or problem that we can use permutation to solve. So let's look at the problem. How many different even 4-digit numbers greater than 2000 can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if no digit may be used more than one? Okay, solution. Look at the first video we uploaded on counting principle to get the basic concept used in solving counting principle problems. Now we want to look at 4-digit number. That's what the question requires us to do. Now what I'm going to be writing inside this box represents the number of choices we have. First of all, we have how many digits? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 digits. Now, if this number were to be even, there are 4 choices here. What are those 4 choices? It can either end with 2, 4, 6, or 8. So here we have 4 choices or 4 ways. Now, coming to this, since the number must be greater than 2000, remember that one of these numbers have been taken here, so you have 7 choices left. Okay, now since this number must be greater than 2000, this cannot start with 1. Okay, it can only start with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, remembering that one of these 2, 4, 6, or 8 has already been used here, even though we have 4 ways of using this. Therefore, if we're not using 1 here, and let's assume we've used 8 here. Remember, it could be 6, it could be 4, it could be 2. But let's assume that what we used here is 8. Then the number of choices we have here will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Because the assumption is that we already used 1 here. We've used 8 here. We can't use 1 here. So how many choices do we have here? We have 6 choices here. Now, here, how many choices do we have here? Remember, 1 is back. Okay, let's assume that we've used 2 here. Let's assume that 2 has been used here, and then we assume that 8 has been used here. So the numbers that we can use here now will be, we can use 1. I'm assuming that what was used here was 2, 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7. So how many choices here? So what we have here still is 6 choices. Now we've used this. Let's assume that what we used here was 1. Now we are left with how many choices? We have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, and then we have 7. So now the number of choices we have here is 5 choices. Therefore, the total number that will be formed based on these choices and the concept of counting principle will be 6 times 6 times 5 times 4. And this is 36 times 20. And that will give us 720 different numbers will be formed. And they will be greater than 2000 if we use this. Please subscribe to our channel for more content, mathematical content. Thank you for being part of this video.